Hello, my name is Mike Drezness, and on behalf of His Excellency Abdullah Al-Maghbel and Mr. Patrick Sankey, the Chairman and President of the International Road Federation, I want to thank the Bulgarian Branch Association for Road Safety this opportunity to make a brief presentation to you this morning regarding road safety. You know, everybody has been hearing about COVID-19, as we should. It's a big issue. It's a serious issue. It's changed the world. We're never going to be the same. I noted that 859,000 people around the world had died as of September 30th, 2020. That's a really big number. As I said, life is different. We're seeing things we've never seen before, and hopefully we never see again. But it's definitely changed our lives as we try to address this issue, this pandemic. And everywhere we turn, it's on the news. It's on the tips of everybody's tongue. Anybody you talk to, they want to talk about the coronavirus. They want to talk about COVID-19, as it should be. It's done some amazing things. It even closed Disneyland, which is not something I ever thought I'd see in my lifetime. But what's interesting, I picked the date, and that was September 3rd, 2020. In order, there were 6,285 people died worldwide from the COVID-19 disease on that day, and that's horrific, and it's terrible. 6,285. But did you know that on Tuesday, September 3rd, just a year ago, more than 3,700 people died? They were killed on the roads around the world. They were killed in a variety of different crashes. Human error, maybe. Problems with the environment, possibly. Vehicle damage problems, possibly. But again, they died. 3,700 people died on the roads around the world. And it didn't just happen last year, it happened the year before, and the year before that, and the year before that, and the year before that. 3,700 people. Where's the front page news? How come that's not what all we're talking about? How come we're not doing everything possibly? How come Disneyland didn't close down? Not going to. The World Health Organization estimates that about 1,350,000 people die every year on the roads around the world. That's equivalent to about 3,700 people dying every day in a road traffic crash. 3,700 people, interestingly, is equivalent to about 20 fully loaded 737 MAX airplanes. Remember the publicity that one 737 MAX crash had? 20 a day go down. We don't even talk about it. So think about it, 1,350,000 people dying on the road. Statistically speaking, during this two-day Bulgarian Branch Association for Road Safety meeting, about 7,000 people are going to die on the roads around the world. It could be any one of us in the room today, anybody. Fortunately, statistically, about 4 people are going to die here in Bulgaria in the next 2 days on the roads. 1,350,000 traffic deaths, plus another 20 to 50 million serious injuries every year on the roads. That's enough. It needs to stop. It needs to stop. You know, we were talking about another epidemic, another pandemic, the silent pandemic, the silent epidemic that's on our roads. And again, people are dying. They're dying in epidemics. How come these epidemics get tremendous publicity and yet the one on the roads doesn't? If there were vaccines, if they were available, if a vaccine was available for any epidemic, and you could give somebody a shot, or you could do something to make that death go away, wouldn't a country have a moral responsibility to use every single possible vaccine for its people? Well, unlike COVID-19, for road safety, we actually do have vaccines. We have proven countermeasures. We have things that we know will work. They will make a difference. They will save people's lives on the roads. Are you all aware of these vaccines? Better question, are you all using these vaccines? I'm here to tell you, you're probably not. Too often, the reason road authorities tell us that they're not using the vaccines is, and Mike, I didn't know about that. I wish I had known about that. Didn't know about it. Well, that was one of the reasons back in 2010, we started up, on May 11, 2011, started up the first decade of action. And the goal of that decade of action was to reduce the number of projected fatalities by 50%. And we had 5 pillars. Pillar 2 is the one I'm most familiar with. I'm co-chairman of Pillar 2 for safer roads and mobility. But I'm here to tell you, and I'm going to take part of the blame on this, that decade of action that we had, it failed. It did not work. And what I mean is statistics don't lie. If I look at the numbers, back in 2010, we were killing 1,240,000 people on our roads. We want to reduce that number. We didn't. It actually increased to 1,350,000 in 2019. That's a failure. In my book, that's a failure. We also know we wanted to try to bring down the number of road traffic injuries, and we didn't. Road traffic injuries are now the #1 cause of death for people ages 5 to 29. That's a failure. We didn't do something right. But Maya Angelou has a great quote. She said, "You may encounter many defeats in life, but you must never be defeated." And that is so true when it comes to road safety. But the one thing that first decade of action did achieve, it started the process of raising awareness, letting people know that we were killing that many people out on the roads. We need to continue on this road to awareness as we go forward. In February this year, we had a meeting of the ministerial conference up in Stockholm, and we set up recommendations, 12 recommendations that were set up by the World Health Organization to try to reduce fatalities over the next 10 years. Interestingly enough, little hint, every one of them refers some way, somehow to managing speed, controlling that kinetic energy. So again, just last month, we did pass through the General Assembly of the United Nations, passed this declaration, basically saying that we will have a second decade of action with the goal of reducing traffic deaths and injuries by at least 50% from 2021 to 2030. And we need to move forward with that. We need to make it happen. We need to continue down that road to raise awareness. If people are aware of a problem, maybe they will address the problem. Then we need to help them address the problem by giving the countermeasures, teaching what they can and should do. The International Road Federation has developed a program called the Vision Zero. Vision Zero, no more traffic deaths. It's a custom designed program that we put together for individual countries. For example, if we look at Bulgaria, we talk about the road safety in Bulgaria, and you've done some good things. You brought down your fatalities by about 18% since 2010 to 2019. That was good. But it needs to go better. We know a lot about driving in Bulgaria. We know there's efforts to make the road safe in Bulgaria. We know a whole bunch of things as it relates to those 5 pillars in Bulgaria. And part of the Vision Zero program is to study these, understand these from the management side to the safer roads and mobility side, to the vehicle side, to the vulnerable road users, the enforcement, the education, all the way up to post-crash response. Understand what is being done, what's good, what could be done better, and then put together a comprehensive program to help address some of those issues in an individual country like Bulgaria. This is a sample, a concept agenda of what you might see at a Vision Zero program from IRF. Again, it's typically a 2-day program. We'd encourage you in this room to get involved in this to make this happen in Bulgaria. We're here. We want to help with you. Brendan Helleman, Tom Anatosin. We are all here. We want to help you guys do what we can do in Bulgaria to make the road safe using this Vision Zero concept. It's one of the worst things. All of us being involved in road safety is so frustrating to pick up a newspaper and read a story about something that maybe you knew you could have done something different about. Maybe you could have saved somebody's life. Maybe you could have saved someone from a serious injury and you didn't do it. And that's painful. No regrets. Einstein said it best, the world is a dangerous place, not because of those who do the evil, but because of those who look on and do nothing about it. We can't continue to do nothing about it. In the IRF, we have a saying, and if you're at the IRF offices, you'll hear this at some point in time as you walk down those hallways. If something is important to you in life, I don't care what it is, you're going to find a way. If not, you're going to find an excuse. What's more important than saving somebody's life? Excuses, I've learned over the years, basically are the tools of the incompetent. Nobody in this room is incompetent. No more excuses coming from Bulgaria. Stop making excuses, start making changes. And if you're not the right people to talk to, let us know who should we be talking to. I believe as the Bulgarian Branch Association for Road Safety, you are the right people. This is where we should be talking. This is the people, this is going to get it started. And if you're not the right people, then who should we be talking to? And if today's not the day to start, what's a good day? I'm pretty sure it's today. You need to find a way. And I'll tell you something. There's one person I know who is not going to give up, who has been trying to find a way for years, and he will continue. And that's our friend Nikolai Ivanov. And Nikolai, again, thank you for this opportunity to be here. Thank you for putting this together. I wish I could be there in person. Believe me, maybe next year we can make that happen. So thank you again for this opportunity. Please work with IRF. Let's work together to find a way to make the road safe, not just in Bulgaria, not just in Europe, but around the world. We need to find a way. Have a great conference, and we'll look forward to hearing from all of you real soon. Thank you.